What's up YouTube, Day here with Zephyr Wargames. We're here with Joe, and as you can probably see from the sleeves that he has in front of him, he will be doing an updated DDD deck profile. Maybe less updated, more of an update to kind of say that they're still around, they're still very, very good, and there's different ways that they can kind of play and go around in this meta. You know, you never know, Link Vrain's Pack 2 might have a DDD Link monster. Or we might be getting this bad boy. High Flame King Genghis.
Give it to me. That's literally all I want.
That's what she said. Anyway, this is Joe's DDD deck profile, so without further ado, Joe, take it away.
So I've been chatting to our friend Carl about this deck profile, just trying to come up with some ideas on how to take this into the current format, where we have, at this current point in time, Spirals taking up the top spot, with Tricksters and Pendulum Magicians coming second and third. So we came up with this variant on how to take DDDs, and I'm here to share it with you today. So thumbs up to Carl if you're watching. So to start off, we have the standard layouts. I'm going to be going through this quite fast because you should all know this by now with all my profiles that I've done on this deck. So the 3 Ragnaroks, you've got to have him. 2 Thomas, he is the one that fluctuates a lot, but at this current point in time, just dropped them down to 2. Don't want to see him all the time, but I do want to be able to search him all the time. So 3 Keplers, he is your Contract Searcher. 3 Spore Slimes, he's your Fusion Maker from the hand, and your Special Summon from the grave. 3 Necro Slimes, I do see people dropping this from all over the place to even 1 copies I've seen, but I like to play 3 just because I want to have as many combo plays as possible. So he's your Fusion Summoner from the grave. 3 Lamias, you've got to have 3 Lamias. She is your best tuner, and at this current point in time, the only tuner that I am playing. So being able to just ditch a contract or a DD from hand or field, special summon myself back, very searchable, very splashable. We have a mained Kaiju engine of 2 Raidens and 1 Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal being the obvious weaker one to give to your opponent, though Raiden is something that we can give to our opponent because we can outbeat this attack points for most of the times, but you try to not to. But he is in here as well, being an allure target, so we can now max our allures as opposed to my old profiles, because we do have the Raiden to banish. But they out everything. This is a very go turn second deck, but actually no, I take that back. This is a very any turn based deck, the way I've designed it. Through this guy, 3 Vanities Fiend. This is what me and Carl were talking about playing. Because we do special summon a lot. In fact, we rarely normal summon other than the Kepler. So we can do all our special summon plays, get out what we need, and then tribute summon for Vanity's Fiend and have your opponent say, oh, I can't do anything now. Being easy to summon and being a Fiend as well, we can buff him up with our Trap of the Dark Contract with the Witch, because it buffs all Fiends during the opponent's turn by 1,000, so it becomes a 3,400 that they have to try and now outbeat with no special summons. So it makes you safe from Kaijus, which is this deck's main weakness, and gives you an option if you do get Max Seed, so you can just tribute summon for this guy. Just shuts off everything for the current format, and alone Max C. So as you can see just from the monsters, as I was saying, this is a very any turn-based deck now. You can either go second because you've got the Kaijus, or you can go first because you've got the Vanity's Fiend. And so this is what we try to make it, and it's been doing very well. Spells and traps now, we have your 3 gates. It searches out all your DDs in the deck. 1 Swamp King, so you don't want to clog too much, but you want to have another option to extend your plays, and to even start your plays if you unfortunately don't open up any slimes. 2 Desires, still got to play 2 Desires in my opinion, just because you want to get to your combo pieces, and all your combo pieces are at 3, so you don't mind having to banish some of them to draw some cards. 3 Allures, because we now got the Raidens, we can now max out on the Allures and just get the most consistency as we can. 1 1-for-1, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Regeki, and 1 Soul Charge. 1 for 1 is to get to your Keplers and your Lamia. Foolish Burial, dump your Slimes, your Lamia, and anything else you need. Regeki is to literally blow up boards to go second. and Soul Charge, because, you know, if you're going first and you haven't been max siege, you can just go absolutely nuts with Soul Charge. And for traps, I play 1 Witch, 1 Warning, and 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. And I've gone for these 3 traps just because I think for a deck like this, these are the 3 most powerful traps we can play. Witch is searchable regular key break that can buff up our monsters during your opponent's turns. As I said, with things like Vanity's Fiend, you can now buff them up to 3400, which makes them even harder for them to get over. Warning is just literally I can stop any summon in the game. And Eradicator Epidemic Virus we're in a very heavy spell format at the moment. Every deck at the moment plays literally probably half of their deck is spells, even more. So if you can flip an Eradicator on them during their turn, maybe after they've gone for a search or something like that, flip the Eradicator on their draw phase or standby phase and just literally just destroy their entire hands and the cards that they draw for 3 turns. Very strong trap card. It's won me a lot of games. For the extra deck now, we have for fusions 2 Flame King Genghis, 1 Oracle King Diark, 1 Dragon King King Beowulf, and 1 Supreme King Starving Venom. So the Genghis is obvious, you've got to play at least 2 Genghis. In my opinion, he's all your combo base plays. Diark she's the additional option, and with Trixers running around, Diark is actually a very nice card to play. Dragon King King Beowulf, he's one of your combos to make all your rank 8s, and even for the Coach King play that I still like to play. And the Supreme King Starving Venom, he's actually helped me do the Coach King play, as well as being in a late game option to copy a Genghis in the graveyard if you have to. So then he can actually become a DDD if you do so. But this is the card, once we get it, I'll be swapping out for the High Flame King. He is what I would swap out. For Synchros, Siegfried, Crystal Wing, Buells, Gust King, and Meteor Burst. So Siegfried is standard, you've got to play him. He's your spell and trap negations. Very good going turn first, especially backed up with a Vanity's Fiend. Crystal Wing is a very strong card to go into, just being able to negate monster effects. Buells is your out to True Kings if you go off against them, True Dracos, but is also just a strong card to play. Gust King is for your combos, as well as Meteor Burst, being able to summon a Ragnarok from your Pendulum Scale and getting a free special summon and then going further into like your Crystal Ring or Siegfried. For XCs, I play Dudong King Kali Yuga, Super Doom King Dark Armageddon, Titanic Galaxy, and Coach King Giant Trainer. Kali Yuga you have to play, in my opinion, at the very least, just because he can win you games, being able to just nuke everything on the board in terms of effects and back row. Super Doom King can actually protect your monsters, and it's a nice addition to go into. And if he does get killed, he can go into scale and give you a free Kali Yuga. It's just something I personally like to play, but can be changed out for anything that you so desire. Titanic, although is a thing that I would say you have to play as well, being able to just have more spell negations, and as I said, it's a very spell heavy format, so the more spell negations you have is really good. And Coach King is just a combos that I've been seeing with Coach King, being able to net you 3 additional draws after you've done all your plays, and have everything to go into your last card, the extra Deco Talker. It's just too strong in my opinion. The 3 additional draws turn 1 is just so good in this deck, being able to extend your plays and end with you, still ending you with like a Decode, Titanic and something else, but still netting you the extra draws and the extra damage, chip damage as well. But that's DDDs. I hope you all enjoyed this update. Not much has changed, it's just an additional build that you can go with if you want to keep playing with this deck, which I do recommend if you're going for locals, and even maybe even higher if you're playing things like Vanity's Fiend, the viruses and all that. It's just an additional option for this deck until we get High Flame King. But please, Konami, just give me the high flame king. It's just
important extreme forces or something like that.
Yes, I don't care how I have to get this card.
As long as you get it.
So long as I get it, I am fine.
So, as requested, this is Joe's DDD update. I hope it gives you a couple of ideas of a different way of playing the deck, or maybe something a little bit nicer of playing the deck, or just something to keep it going, keep it fresh, so that it doesn't fade out. Not that it ever will, but constantly keeping it relevant to the current meta. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.